Hey, what's going on guys? 99 here. It's been a while since I brought you a CSGO informational video, so I figured today I'd give you like half of one. I'd give you a 50-50 because this is information, but it's also a lot of assumptions, as I'm going to be giving you a list of the maps that I think will be in CSGO Operation 9. I don't know this, I'm just hopeful, optimistic, and I have a couple guesses here and there. So, let's start first and foremost with the maps that I think will be brought back. If you don't know, in every CSGO operation, they bring back some old operation maps. For example, Insertion was one of them in Hydra, as well as Agency. And Agency eventually got added into the actual game itself, so that was pretty cool. Therefore, for Operation 9, I'm going to be taking some guesses as to what maps might be added into the operation that have been seen in previous operations. For the hostage scenario maps, I would love to see Cruise get brought back. I think this map was awesome. I thought it had a really neat design, and I thought it had a really cool setting. The terrorists and counter-terrorist models were lovely. Another reason I would love to see this map come back is because it had some really cool angles you could hold. For example, a hostage would spawn in this room normally, and as T's trying to defend the hostages from getting picked up, you could hold this as an angle, and even though it was very difficult to see with an AWP, it was a little bit more easier to figure out when enemies were peeking that doorway, and you could get a free kill. So overall, I would love to see Cruise come back. I also think another possibility is Siege. However, I'm not going to cover that in this video because I'm only taking one guess for the, returning hostage scenario maps, given there's only going to be 2, maybe 3 maximum hostage scenario maps in the operation total. On the other end of the coin, there are going to be some competitive maps coming back from past operations. In Operation Hydra, Black Gold was an example of that. In this operation, I would love to see Zoo come back. I thought Zoo, and this is definitely my bias showing, but Zoo is my favorite operation map ever. I have never loved a map from an operation more than Zoo. I thought Zoo was so cool, so pretty, and just a great setting for a CSGO competitive map. I'd love to see this map come back, and this is where the video kind of gets less informational and more biased, as I don't think they'll bring Zoo back, but I wish they would. Another map that would be really cool to see return to the game is Santorini. I like this map a lot. I thought the Greek design, the Greek setting was lovely. And again, I don't think they will bring this map back, but I think it's definitely possible. And you know what? I'll give even Zoo credit. I think both these maps are possible to be brought back, as they were some fan favorites during their operations. However, if I had to name some more reasonable and some more unbiased maps that could be returned to the game, some names that come to mind are either Seaside or Season. Those are 2 maps that have been in multiple operations, and I mean, why not add them to another one? And finally, a third map I could see Valve adding, even though it's not the most popular like Seaside or Season, would be Empire, simply because every operation has at least one map that's super like rustic and dreary, and Empire would fit that perfectly. Therefore, even though I would love to see either Zoo or Santorini come back into the game, I think the 3 displayed on the screen now are also very possible. Moving on, I want to talk about some possible fresh new maps that have never been seen in CSGO, either in active duty or in past operations, that might be added to Operation 9. And to start, you have to talk about Breach. It's the most popular map of the last year that has never been in CSGO before, and it's remained in popularity throughout the past remaining months. Therefore, it's both had popularity and kept its popularity. And if it doesn't get added to the operation, I'll be genuinely surprised. I think this is one of the few maps I could literally bet, without a doubt, you'll see in Operation 9. I can see why this map has the popularity it does as well, because it has a lot of cool boosts, self-boosts, window spots that you can shoot through. The map is both complicated while at the same time being very easy to learn, and I would say easy to play. I think it has a lot of potential for some complicated and crazy strats. Some crazy executes by the terrorists. And like I said, if it doesn't get added to Operation 9, I think myself and a lot of people will be shocked, because it's been the most popular map since Operation Hydra came out, and it's pretty much stayed that way. However, if there's going to be a map to take the title of Prom Queen from Breach, it would be Subzero. This map is probably number 1 in the eyes of CSGO fans, even though it's not number 1 on the workshop, and has been talked about pretty much since its release. And if you don't know, I'll give you the same rundown, the same spiel everyone gives when they introduce this map. It's made by FM Pone, aka the same guy who made Cash and other very popular maps, and it's been played a lot on community servers since its release. A lot of pros have played it, a lot of popular streamers have played it, and it has a beautiful design. Both spawns, this one being CT, are great, and both sites are very well laid out with cover as well as open skyboxes, open quote unquote. We'll see if Valve changes those. For example, on B site, where I am, Ts can smoke and grenade over this building, while CTs can boost up here and fight back. I think this map has a great possibility of being added to the game, with probability being as high as Breach, and I would say there's an 100% chance that one of those two maps, either Breach or Subzero, gets added to the game. Now obviously, not every popular map is going to be added to Operation 9, and therefore I'm going to be skipping over one map that ranks above this one, but I just don't think it'll make it in. That map is destudio, I think. I don't think Studio will make it into the operation. I just think it's a very odd design. Maybe I'm biased and maybe I just don't like it. However, what I think deserves to be in Operation 9 above Studio and more than Studio is this map, DE Biome. Personally, I think this map's really cool. I would have never thought of this as a setting for a CSGO map, and it's huge, but at the same time has a lot of really cool passageways and different entrances and exits to bomb sites, and both bomb sites actually exist inside this huge dome, which I also think is very, very cool. I forgot to plant the bomb. Therefore, apologies to any DE Studio fans. I'm just not going to include it in this vid. I have to take some guesses here and there about what will be in and what won't be in. And as far as I'm concerned, I'd love to see this one added. Finally, to wrap this video up and make it an even 6 maps showcased on screen, I want to talk about DE Pit. This map is amazing. It's not even on the first page of the most popular maps of the last year. You have to go past the first page on the workshop to find it. I don't care. I'm going out on a whim here. I'm playing my underdog card, and I'm hoping, I'm praying to the CSGO gods that this map gets added to Counter-Strike Global Offensive with Operation 9, because, as you'll see here in just a few seconds, it has one of the coolest spawns I've ever seen. And we have to start on CT side to showcase it. It's just, it's amazing, is what it is. And maybe I'm overreacting, maybe I think this is too cool, but I think it's really, really cool. Not too cool, just the perfect amount of cool. Also, I really like these bomb sites. I really like the map design. I know I've said that with every map, but another reason I think this map should be added is the entire map, like Biome, is all one setting. It's all in this cave system. And it reminds me a lot of DE Log, which was, I think, 2 operations ago. And part of Log, like half the map, maybe the middle of the map, was in a cave. Meanwhile, the rest of the map was above ground. This map is all in a cave system. And I think that's really, really cool. I think it's a really cool setting and a really cool design. And I just want it to be added to the game, mostly because of the CT spawn. That's totally not it, but it's mostly it. And I love this map. I really, really love this map. Valve, if you're listening, if you're there, I've been calling you for weeks, leaving voice messages. Please add this map. Anyways, that's all for this video. I hope you all enjoyed. I hope you all have a lovely, lovely day. Like I said, and this is important, these are only guesses as to what's being added to Operation 9. Please don't dislike the video because it's not the real map pool for Operation 9. I'm trying my hardest to predict the future, but I'm not a psychic. With my luck, this video will be either extremely accurate or none of the maps I featured will be added to Operation 9 and I'll look like an idiot. Regardless, have a lovely, lovely day. I will try to as well. And until next time, peace.